Mr. Arzola, I'm bringing you out because with us, you're on bond for a terroristic threat. The next day you pick up a criminal mischief, or maybe it's the same transaction, I don't know. All I know is that now you've picked up a felony violation, or I'm sorry, you picked up a violation protective order with us. And the bond is set at $100,000 on it. I have no idea what happened. We're going to find out. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, you need to hear about criminal mischief and
No, just the
just BPO.
VPO, please. If you could be loud.
Yes, Judge. On April 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and met with the complaining witness who stated that the defendant is his son. Complaining witness was informed that the defendant was causing a disturbance at his shop and wanted him to criminally trespass. Defendant refused to leave and refused to sign a trespass warning given by officer. Officer then found the defendant had an active protective order prohibiting from being at the location.
So this is the terroristic threat, I imagine, had the protective order.
I believe so, Your Honor.
And so the court knows, I think the one that ends with 9-2, that one was no PC. I think that one's being dismissed or was dismissed, but that leaves open the other three cases.
Oh, there was another terroristic threat.
There's two terrorist threats. One was no PC'd, and I believe that's being dismissed. And then there's just so the court knows.
I guess I didn't realize they're all basically within the same. So what happened on the terroristic threat and the mischief, I guess?
On the mischief, Judge, on April 28th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers met with the complaining witness who said that the defendant is his son. Complaining witness stated that the defendant struck several vehicles with metal pipe, breaking the taillight left panel and damaging the front hood of the vehicle. Complaining witness stated the defendant then started arguing
Is there any
with him
evidence?
and gestured a handgun and acted like he was discharging it. That's on the.
That's a terroristic threat.
You what?
That is
Can you read that again?
correct, Your Honor.
He acted like he had a handgun. Did I get that?
And acted like he discharged it.
So a imaginary gun is a terroristic gun? Like pew pew?
Well, it says, did then and there unlawfully threaten to commit an offense, namely murder, upon a member of the defendant's family, namely Jesse James Arzola Sr., hereinafter called the complainant, with intent to place the complainant in fear of imminent serious bodily injury.
I have a little more, Judge, too.
Okay.
Sorry. The defendant, used his right-handed gesture, a handgun, acting like he discharged on him while stating that he was going to kill him and all of his family members.
No, something.
I mean, I just got it, Your Honor. So I had, I need to look at everything. I haven't seen anything yet.
Ms. Arzola, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I can't give you a PR bond, man. Just, you scare me. The last thing I want is I don't want you to go back, and I don't want you to do something that you will eternally regret. It's mom and dad, man, Look at me. What's going on with you?
I filed some paperwork, Your Honor. Just so you know.
What I'm going to do now, Mr. Arzola, I'm going to have you speak to some people because we need to figure out how to go forward. I don't know. Just don't go back over there. Do you understand? I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do, I'm putting a monitor on your ankle and I don't want you to go back over there. I'll obviously give you a bond reduction on the 100,000. I think it's a little excessive, but I'm going to revoke his PR bonds. He was on a PR bond. I'm assuming he was on a PR bond and went back. Is that right? Because the first offenses happened on the 28th. Now the VPO.
And so the VPO has summoned that, Your Honor.
And it has been assigned to DVD or,
Right, so 2 days later it goes back, and so that's why.
so it's not going to be theirs, but I don't know.
Right out of the gate, this is serious. A protective order isn't a suggestion, it's a court command. Violating it instantly raises red flags with the judge because it signals one thing: disregard for authority. And when you mix that with new charges, that's when bond sympathy starts evaporating fast.
That's what we want.
So Arzola, my only other thing I'm going to ask you is that I don't know if you're taking anything, some kind of illegal substances,
Drug free.
but, you know, are you supposed to be taking anything?
No, I'm drug free.
No. Are you supposed to be taking
No.
anything? Have you talked to a doctor or they've prescribed you anything? Because we can have you also talk to a doctor too to see if
I'm
there's
not
something to be taking. I don't know. I'm trying to just
concerned about anything like that.
help you out so that you don't pick up more things. That's it. So look, I'll let you talk to Greg. You guys figure out how we go forward. So I'll set the bond at 5,003 on the VPO.
Okay.
I want you to understand something, Mr. Arzola. I'm issuing a protective order now on the violation case. If you violate those conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at zero bond until these cases are over with. Do you understand? The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't have contact with your dad. Don't go
What are
over
my
there.
charges?
Their
Exactly.
charges are terroristic threat of a family member, criminal mischief, and violation of a
Alright.
protective order.
And what I want to say is that the so-called claiming police trespassed on my property.
Okay.
So I'm trying to say that those charges are bogus. All those charges.
Noted.
Well,
Gotcha.
look, the evidence is going to point to whose side is correct. I don't know. We weren't there. But it'll take time to get the evidence. There'll be body cams. And when we get everything, we're going to show it to you so you can see what happened as well. Okay? Hold on.
So the one is 5,003, Your Honor. So what are the other two bonds?
So hold on. Can you file, a protective order has not even been filed on the VPO. Can you file it so that we can do it?
Yes, Your Honor. We can, we'll have, Sebastian.
So what I'm doing is I'm now entering an order, Mr. Arzola, that identifies Mr. Arzola Sr. as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an
I
offense
just
under
wanted to
section.
file
Yeah, we will, but I have,
because I feel that what you're saying is really irrelevant because the impersonating police officers that trespassed on my property gave me bogus charges. So the police, the so-called police that arrested me, I want to go to trial.
We're gonna go to trial, but we're not there yet,
let me
okay?
do this one last thing though. I need you to listen real quick, Mr. Arzola. The protective order says that you cannot go within 200 feet of where your dad lives, where your dad works. You cannot be in possession of any of the weapons. You cannot communicate with this person in a
I'm
threatening.
mentioning that I'm not concerned.
Should be.
Well,
This just says you can't go there. We'll talk about everything else in trial.
Just want to
and that.
explain.
if my family, my parents didn't write any police report or sign any paperwork, I'm not concerned what is being said.
I'll have Greg reach out to your folks to figure out what they say. Okay? You cannot stalk your parents. You cannot be in possession of a firearm or use anyone else to communicate a threat or harassing behavior to your father. All right, we're going to have him sign everything, Greg.
Okay,
We'll sign your motion. And then,
Well, I want to go to trial and I want to be appointed a new lawyer, a court-appointed lawyer.
just raise it up by $1.
okay. So that makes it what?
1,001.
1,001 delegate, okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Arzola, we're going to have you sign these documents. After that, we'll have you go.
I want a new court-appointed attorney.
Now here's where it gets legally interesting. Even an imaginary gun gesture can qualify as a terroristic threat if it places someone in fear of imminent serious bodily injury. The law focuses on the victim's fear, not whether a real weapon existed. Words plus gestures plus intent. That's enough to trigger probable cause.
You gonna sign my evaluation? Okay, thank you.
I don't know if it's like,
If it's what?
no, I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean.
And then whatever you need, we'll give it to you, you know?
Okay.
As I said.
Just wave the signature. It's okay. Wave it.
Okay, so I'll explain first I was gonna approach on Galindo.
Okay.
This is the kid that, you took into custody. He had tested dirty. I was gonna see with a little weekend jail therapy, if you would consider reinstating his bond. I'm hoping the DA is gonna give him a possible pretrial intervention, and obviously I can't get this kid to do anything if he's in custody. So I'm assuming it's gonna be.
You don't have anything yet? No good offer? It's 130.
I mean, I turned everything in, but yeah, that's,
Submitted something.
I submitted it. It looks like that's where we're going is yes, but he needs to be out on bond to do what they asked him.
So when this case was first filed, I told Greg, I'm like, yeah, let's see how he's doing on bond. Let's just kind of, let's see how.
Your mom and dad here or anyone here?
Right. She was here. Not you, sir, behind you.
My only issue is that we've done this before. We reinstated his bond.
I understand, but he's a high school kid. He's going to be missing school. If they do the pretrial intervention, I can't have him do anything in there. If they're going to do some sort of decision-making class, a drug safety course, that type of stuff, they're all online. I need him out. He can't do it.
How do we ensure that he doesn't use anymore?
Well, I mean,
Tell me, what is his schedule now, Mom?
He goes to school, he comes home.
Where's he at school in Madison?
He's in high school, right?
He's at
Is it Katie? Where's it?
Gordon,
More. Okay.
Gordon.
I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order him under home confinement, other than school. You know. You know, there are times in life where people are their own worst enemy. That is you. You have no one else to blame. I have already reinstated your bond once, and I told you that I wasn't going to play this game again, and now you're in jail. Your lawyer and your mom are just, they want to get you out. But why? You do whatever the hell you want to do, whenever you're going to do it. You just don't care about bond conditions. So why would we do this?
To be honest, like, I give you my word,
Your word is absolute. Goes from me, goes in one ear, goes in out the other ear. You tell me something, I don't believe it for a second, because that's what you told me the last time. And now you're here telling me the same thing. Why on earth?
my CDO.
Okay. Explain that to judge. What you want.
Say that again? What?
I want to study for my CDO so I can do trucking.
Do you think anyone's going to hire you with weed in your system? They test every single person when you go drive a 15,000-pound car. You get behind the wheel and you have marijuana in your system and you get into an accident, your life is all but over. You'll never be employed again. No one. Because before they even put you in a car, they're going to test you like crazy. And if you test positive for marijuana, you think they're going to let you drive?
No, sir.
I'm not. You're a complete liability.
And judge, that's, part of if they give him the PTI, that's not concrete, you understand, I'm trying to get you what's called a pretrial intervention.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming part of it, and I would encourage part of it to be the drug safety course, learn something out of it, a decision-making course, community service, whatever they may want. And I'm hoping some of the stuff helps them learn from it, educate himself, and so he stops doing this, he can graduate, try to achieve his goals. But I mean, if he's got the criminal conviction, he's sitting in there, it just goes downhill from there. And so I'm trying to get.
Perception is reality. If you look like a thug, people will treat you like a thug. If you speak like a thug, they will treat you like a thug. When your hair is all kind of crazy and you go in half dressed with your pants down to your ankles, do you think you're going to get anything in this life?
No, sir. Not at all.
Tell me about his schedule now, Mom. What is he doing?
He go to school.
Okay, every day? Okay.
And he comes home from school and just sees until maybe there's up doing their like all night.
What was he doing before we put him in jail? What was he doing? Is he going out with friends? Is he going out on Friday nights, Saturday nights, going out to?
School most of the time. He was just out.
What do you mean most of the time?
Well, he'll miss school days.
What?
He'll miss school days. And now he's there just for every day. So because it.
How
They should
much
say
do you-
first he was, now he's been going
Yeah, he's
since.
been going to school since we came back to court. The first time he came to court, he's been going to school. So prior to that, he just didn't have no cash for going to school or anything like that.
Mr. Galindo,
Yes, sir.
this life really, really sucks without money.
Yes, sir.
And I cannot tell you the amount of people that we get in here end up in jail because they quit school at the 10th grade, dropped out because they would just rather go out partying, doing whatever they're going to do, just thinking that, oh, I'm going to go get a job and just go work. The more schooling you have in this life, the more money you will make.
Yes, sir.
Ask him how much money he makes. It's a rhetorical question. He probably spent the better part of around 7, 8 years in life just in post high school. And now homeboy probably makes, I don't know, $250,000, give or take, I'm betting. Because that's what life is about. He's constantly going to Athens, Greece, that's what life is about. Not living paycheck to paycheck, scrummaging just to be able to get freaking groceries. I can't get new tires on my car because I ain't got no money. And then I can't get a job because I ain't got no money because I ain't got no tires. This is the shitty part about life, that you skipping school are going to end up. I still have friends that I went to high school with that work at fast food restaurants because they never did anything worthwhile in life. And they look at me like, oh, I'm like, it doesn't come easy. If it was hard, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Now, did we have a GPS monitor on his ankle before? Okay. Reluctantly, I'm going to let you out. But the only thing I want from you is to get up, you go to school, and you go back home. You're not allowed out. I don't want you to go out on a Friday night. I don't want you to go out on a Saturday night. I want you to sit home. And I want verification every week that you have attended school and that you have not skipped one class.
Yes, sir.
The next time you skip, so help me, I'm going to light you up. Do you understand me? You ever test positive for anything else again, I promise you, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to let you out again.
Sir.
And I don't give a rat's behind what kind of deal that you have to get him out on, whether he gets dismissed or not. You violate any set conditions, it's over for you.
Yes, sir.
So, GPS prior to release, scram on the other ankle so he's not drinking, school every day. After he gets home from school, 3 o'clock, what time does he get home from school?
I get home at 2:35, sir.
So
I leave school at 2:35 and get home at 2:50.
3 p.m. home, and he stays there. He's not allowed out until the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Okay? That's it. Saturday, Sunday, you stayed home. You're not allowed out.
When do you want the reset wise? Because it's gonna auto generate once you give him the bond, so, right?
I mean, we can set it off. Well, I'd like to set it off on a weekly basis so that we know he's
Okay,
attending
and then I
school.
can get with the DA
So
and
we'll
kind of,
do, so what's today? Today's Monday. We'll set it for next Monday.
and I'll get with the state, iron out.
Now,
Spelling case on 5-9, Judge. I don't know, I just wanted to purchase $25,000 is pretty high. He does not have a job at the moment. He lives with his mother in Cleveland, Texas. The complaining witness.
It's almost part of the problem in the felony case.
When a judge says, "You scare me," that's not theatrics, that's judicial risk assessment. A PR bond is built on trust, and trust disappears when the court believes someone might escalate. Notice the tone shift here. This isn't just legal anymore, it's preventative. The judge is trying to stop tomorrow's headline today.
You're on deferred for a first-degree felony where the minimum is 5 years to 99 years or life. You're on deferred for that type of case, and you've now picked up an assault of a family member. You know, I got to tell you that there are some people in your life that are a complete cancer to you. And if you don't cut those people out of your lives, they kill you. You have now been invaded with this type of cancer, and it's going to kill you. If it hasn't already, it's damn near close. Somehow, we have to get the message to you that rules are in place, and you now stand charged with assault of a family member. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. The reason I have you out now is because I don't know what happened. The only thing I know is that the magistrate put your bond at $25,000, which is typically pretty high for a misdemeanor case. But, you know, everything is about perspective, right? We need to know what happened, your priors, to see how we go forward. Okay, please.
Thank you, Judge. On May 1st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and made contact with the complaining witness who stated that she got into a physical altercation with the defendant, who is her ex-boyfriend. The complainant witness stated that she locked herself in the room and gave officers permission to enter. Officers then detained the defendant and spoke with the complaining witness, who stated that the defendant and her got into a verbal argument when the defendant pushed her onto the bed and began kicking her legs, causing pain. Officers observed bruises to the complaining witness's legs.
And Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. So he is on deferred for a burglary case where the underlying facts are literally the exact same thing. You know, I got to tell you, I've never been placed in this position, but I have to think that it really sucks to walk on eggshells, have where you basically are in constant fear. What's going to happen to me today? Is he going to get upset? Is he going to go off on me today? Is something going to happen? Imagine. No one should have to live like that, Mr. Sanchez. It's just not fair. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of weapons, have a GPS monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. The monitor is going to tell me exactly where you are at all times. I'm going to tell you now that your bond is at $25,000. If I find that you break any of these conditions, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have hairs off your beard falling out. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or use anything of an intoxicating manner. What's your position on the bond reduction?
Judge, this is going to be imposed. This is the, thank you, Judge, because of the fact that the defense currently on deferred, the underlying complaining witness being the same as is in this case. This is also the sixth case, Your Honor, although 3 of those have been dismissed, where the underlying complaining witness is the exact same as is in this case.
Did you want to say something?
Judge, again, he's indigent. He doesn't have money to afford any type of bond. I believe, looking back in the records on the felony case originally, I think that complaining witness, the same complaining witness here, was saying that nothing happened. It was miscommunication. Somebody else called the cops. I don't know if they've contacted her on this particular case. But just as far as that's concerned, I know he is on the deferred, but just to give you a little backstory, my understanding, it was a no threatening her or harassing behavior as part of the condition of the deferred. He was allowed to contact her. I believe, she's saying X, but she invited him over. He was authorized to be there. And so from that standpoint, just giving a little bit of background on everything, I would be asking for a PR bond, $1,000 PR bond on this case. He does live in Cleveland, Texas. He has told me he will stay away from this individual. He's not working at the moment. He doesn't have any means, manner to afford any other type of bail, Judge.
Do we know if it was a condition of his bond that he wasn't to have contact with her while he was on probation?
I believe it was just no threatening or harassing, but double checking on that, but.
On that one, Judge.
It says here among the other allegations that he's.
Right, and the other stuff was, I think it was a whole bunch of fees that he failed to pay, didn't show up to.
Testing positive for meth, didn't do the BIP program, didn't do the DDRP program.
Judge, with this complaining witness, it was no threatening harassment.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
With this complaining witness, it was no threatening harassment conduct.
Okay. Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to be straight. You scare me. You scare me. And it scares me that the last thing I want is another death on our streets. And, he's being held at no bond as it is now. So anything that we do would be, I do think that a PR bond is wholly inappropriate. I'm not going to give him a PR bond. I will give you a bond reduction. I'll reduce it to 10,000. Roxanne, a GPS prior to release. Cut the cancer out, man. I'm telling you, it's going to kill you at some point. Really, just life is not worth sitting in a 6x9 box for the next 15 years where there's so much fun. I mean, the new Switch is coming out, man. I'm like to play for, but now, really, life's too short, man. Get it, Mr. Sanchez. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have two on docket today. The first is Miss Taylor.
In jail or on bond?
She's on bond.
I expect that you will comply with the bond conditions. And when you don't, there are serious consequences. As a condition of your bond, you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. I also don't want you to have contact with the code.
This is a classic courtroom reality check. Bond conditions are contracts. Break them once, in your credibility tanks. Break them twice, now your word has zero currency. The judge isn't punishing just the failed drug test, he's responding to the pattern. And patterns are what courts care about most.
I mean, do I not have to tell you how you're on bond for 2 serious cases now? And it's just I'm going to protect my city at all costs. I don't care who you are. Just if I find that you're a danger, I'm going to revoke it. I'm going to make it sky high. Do you understand? Yes or no? I'm going to test you within the next couple of weeks. Don't use. You must stay in contact with the lawyer. If he tells you that he cannot get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you pick up a new case, likewise, I will revoke this bond and I'm going to make it high. For now, we'll have you meet with Roxanne to get your bond conditions and then we'll let you go.
Your Honor, the felony court has a curfew that allows her to work. She does DoorDash. The curfew upstairs is from midnight to 6 a.m. because she does DoorDash in the evening. Would this court let its bond condition?
Curfew is what time?
Midnight to 6 a.m.
She's allowed to drive from midnight to 6 a.m.?
No. She stops driving
So the
11-ish.
curfew is from 6 p.m.
No, from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. is her curfew in the felony court because she drives at night. And she stops around 11-ish.
On her license to see if she has a license. So you're telling me that she can be out from midnight?
She,
What hours do
she
you
must be
work?
home by midnight.
Yeah, I have to be in the house by midnight.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's a different page that typically comes up. This says suspended.
I never had a license in Texas. My license is from North Dakota.
They're showing you suspended.
Shouldn't be. I paid all my reinstatement fees already.
Take a look, Blaze, please. Can you help us out? Just to make sure. Especially if she's door dashing.
Yeah, we're seeing driver's license, non-commercial status suspended.
Say it again?
It says, driver's license, non-commercial status suspended.
The license is suspended, man.
They
You're
shouldn't
not
be.
allowed to drive. I'm telling you, they're looking it up and they're telling you it's suspended.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it says suspended. I mean, if there's
Okay,
anything.
you're not allowed to drive. If you want to drive, get the license reinstated, and we can take the condition off. If you're,
I've already took care of it, so maybe you just haven't updated, but I took care of the reinstatement already.
just don't drive. If you drove here, you're not allowed to drive home. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Your license is suspended. And then before you also drive, you must maintain liability insurance as well. So don't until let us know. I'm making it a bond condition that you're also not allowed to drive when you get it. Or if you get it reinstated, if you get it fixed, come back, let us know. We can take this condition off. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. I'm not asking you to do anything, Pythagorean theorem or anything. Just follow the law. Don't be a danger to my city. That's all I'm literally asking. Really. We're going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you meet with Roxanne for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go.
Your Honor, currently she has 2 different curfews in 2 different courts. Would this court mirror the felony courts?
She's not going to be working now. She's not going to be working at night now. And she's got a very serious open felony case. She's not picked up an assault. I'm not going to let you be out at night.
That's
No.
not the only reason why I had the curfew though. I have kids that have after school
But
programs.
you can't do this stuff. You don't have a license.
Everything doesn't consist of me driving. That's not why the only reason why they mirrored that. I share literally everything with my mother. So she helps me get my kids back and forth to school. She helps me get my kids back and forth when it comes to their after school programs and things like that. She lives on completely the opposite side of town. So every time we try to do everything, I'm never gonna make it in the house by 7 o'clock. That's the whole reason why they extended it.
Okay, look, I'll give you till 10 o'clock at night. Okay, just be home by 10. That's it.
And of course, getting the kids to school in the morning, I think that's why they
Yeah.
did 6
I'm okay.
and 10 to 6,
10 to
Judge.
6.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay with that. Just don't be a danger to my city. That's all I'm literally asking. Okay?
I'll get your recent date in a minute. I got one more person.
Okay, thanks.
The other dude,
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Warris.
what are you doing with yourself these days? Do you work?
Yes, sir. Apprenticeship right here in Elton Automotive.
Just work, put in a lot of time, get as much as you can get going so you can start making money. No more foolishness. You understand? I'm putting a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not drinking. Don't pick up any new cases. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. So you will also get a 10 p.m. curfew to 6 a.m. No alcohol, no dope. And I'm telling you, I'm going to test you like crazy. Does he have a license, state?
Oh, no.
I don't think he has a license, right? We do. Michael, do you know if he has a license?
Yeah, I know.
If you have a license and if you're driving, I want proof of that you have car insurance first before you start driving. You can't drive unless you have car insurance in your name. You understand?
Your Honor, it is eligible.
Great. All right. So what we'll do is I'm going to have you sign conditions with, or sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you sign conditions with Roxanne and then you're free to go. Don't pick up a third case, man. Don't. All right,
Thank you,
Mike.
Judge.
Morning, Mr. Coates.
Good morning, sir.
Now, Um, we've literally given you opportunity after opportunity. When you're out on bond, you get the opportunity to try to do things right. We give that to you going out there. You ever need resources, we give you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to ask a lawyer whenever you need resources. And then after that, you get on probation. Probation is the ultimate, I guess, opportunity for you to be able to do stuff on your own.
Yes, sir.
We now know if I let you out there and I ask you to do it on your own, it's not going to happen. You've shown that to us. And when you come back and you try to explain it, it's everybody else's fault but yours. And you try to blame it on, I ain't got a ride, I got this person, that person not helping me out. And so now we have to resort to more drastic measures to try to get you on our side. And I think that this is it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
After this, I really don't have much more than just jail. And I'm trying to get you out, and I'm trying to get you to understand and learn and be a better person by giving you the tools.
Yes, sir. That's understandable.
That's
but
all, right?
Your Honor, if I may,
Sure.
I may, like, again, like, I understand how I was saying it, like, last week when I came, it did sound like I was blaming everybody else, yes. It's docketed down, like, I have reasoning to most of those lates. The days that I didn't show, there's reasonings, like, there's reasonings to that, and it's not BS reasonings, you know what I mean? Like, and I understand, like, it's not trusted that if I go home today, I'm not gonna show up. I'm way closer to this side of town now. I'm not all the way out there in Katy. I was all the way out there in A-Leaf. It was further as a bus ride to get out here. And yes, there was nobody to bring me, like nothing. Like I understand, like it's all on me. I can't blame nobody else but myself because if I really wanted it done, I should have brought myself down here and got it done. Yes, sir, that's understandable. And I take my accountability for that. But I'm way closer. I have like a lot of good things going for me right now. Like I have a good job, a good paying job. All it takes is for me to call in to work, sir. Like literally all it takes for me to call in to work. It's a 30, 45-minute bus ride to get here. There's nothing for me to miss. Like nothing. Like I understand there's no chances that wants to be given. All I'm asking is just one. I missed that. It's just a year.
And here's the rub. He didn't even show up one time, right? You didn't even show up one time to your probation. That tells me that you just don't give a flip because not even one time did you show up to probation.
Sir, I was kicked out, sir. I was kicked out.
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, it's the pink elephant. There it goes. Mr. Coates. That was your opportunity. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know what's going on with you. So what I do is I have you speak to our clinicians who are best able to tell us how to move forward with this case. They have. And I think that that's the appropriate way.
I haven't even got to speaking to them.
You got what? Is there something else?
I'm just asking for a chance, bro. I messed that chance up. You could sit me down for 25 to life.
That can happen.
Like, bro, like, that's all I'm asking for is just a monitor time. Like, you could slap that monitor time 5 p.m. if you needed to. Like, it's all on me. Like, I could make a call in to work and I could show up. I was all the way out there in Katy. I'm not trying to blame nobody else because, again, yes, it's all on me. It is my fault. I should have made myself known to come down here. Again, I was kicked out due to a lot of reasonings. There was a lot of things going on in my life, sir. Nothing's going on now. I got everything straight. Like, everything is situated. I got a job. All it takes is for me to call in to work, sir. Like, this is not something I want to do. This sitting in there is not something I want to do. I don't belong in there. I don't belong in there with them people. I'm not one of these people that just mess up and just don't care. I do care.
We have a program that has been recommended by the TRAS, by the clinicians.
Sir, I'm gonna be sitting here for 4 to 6 weeks, adding time before going to there.
I'll do my best.
We're going to expedite it to make sure that you get in there quicker, okay? But you have to understand, Mr. Coates, actions have consequences. This is it. I'm trying to intervene in a manner that you don't graduate to the cases that go upstairs. That's all I want, okay? I brought you out here to let you know what's happening now, to amend the conditions.
I'd rather do my jail time, honestly.
Okay.
I don't need that place. I don't need an attitude adjustment. I'm a very respectful person. Y'all just not trying to work with me.
All right. We're going to expedite it. If need be, I'll get on the phone and I'll talk to myself.
I'm gonna sit here for another month.
Well, I'm going to work on it for you, Mr. Coates.
Thank you, Judge.
I will. Okay. Get on with Shatoria. Get it quickly. You are Mr. Eric Gutierrez Bennett.
Yes.
Is it Benitez?
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 28, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a major accident and made contact with a law enforcement officer who stated they had smelled an odor of alcoholic beverage from the defendant. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, and upon opening the defendant's vehicle, he too smelled the strong odor of alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated he was on his way home from the park where he consumed 3 12-ounce beers. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, a 6 out of 6 on the HGN, a 2 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 0 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant consented to provide a breath sample and blew a .142 and a .125.
Give you eyes.
Dice que tiene antecedentes de nuestra señoría.
License.
Licencia de conducir. ¿Tienen licencia de conducir?
Judge, the license is off.
Sí. En la licencia.
Gutierrez Benitez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case.
Caso.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it hourly, they will put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. You are not to violate any of these conditions, and you're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. Those are bond conditions of yours as well. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have a lawyer today?
¿Abogado hoy?
No, no. Do you have the ability to hire one?
Yes.
We're going to give you time.
Vamos a dar.
So I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll meet with Roxanne for your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't be a danger to my city.
Digo, pero cuidado a usted.
All right, come on. Joe, what are we doing with this?
It's an arraignment, Judge.
Oh, it's 1,300 days.
Right, Judge. We just reposted bond.
You said that.
Roaches, yeah. So I just signed on, Judge, over the
Where's he
weekend.
been for the last 4 years?
¿Dónde has estado los últimos 4 años? ¿Dónde está?
En diferentes lugares.
Different places.
Porque trabajo
Just, Mr. Roches, You're charged with driving while intoxicated. This case is 1,296 days old. We set cases for trial at 180 days, just to give you a little perspective. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. An officer is dispatched with private hazard and may contact the will witness and other agent.